Frankfurt, not Frankfurt, Germany, Frankford, Ontario. This is a small town in Quinte West. You may not have heard of it before, but today I'm going to tell you all about it, and it may just be the place for you. My name is Jeremy Tremblay. I'm a local realtor servicing the Belleville and surrounding areas. If you find any value in this video, I'd really appreciate it if you could hit that like button. And if you want to learn more, hit the subscribe button. We're going to do many more videos talking about all the areas around Belleville. Let's get to it. So Frankford, Ontario. Where is it? As I mentioned, it's a small town located in Quinte West, but we're going to take a look at the map here and see where it is in relation to everything else, specifically in relation to Belleville and Trenton. So if we zoom in, we can see here, you've got Ontario, Toronto, GTA, and then the 401. Up here you have Belleville. We zoom in a little bit more. You're going to see this area with Prince Edward County, Quinte West, and Trenton in there, and Belleville. But then as you go a little bit north here of Quinte West, Trenton area, you're going to have Frankfurt. Small little town located right on the river, both sides actually. Specifically, 10-minute drive from Frankfurt down to the 401. If you are living or working in the Trenton direct area, anywhere in the city from the 401, you can get anywhere in about 5 minutes. And so, for instance, if you're going to be working at CFB Trenton and living in Frankfurt, 10 minutes to the 401, 5 minutes to the base, 15-minute commute. And it's a very nice commute. It can get busy a little bit in the mornings as the traffic is all filtered either going down in the morning or back up in the evenings. If you're wanting to do some shopping or really have access to everything else in Belleville, it's going to be about 20 minutes to get down there. And if you're looking to enjoy everything that the county has to offer, Prince Edward County that is, then you can either drive straight down through Trenton and go through Carrying Place right here. The other option, of course, is that if you're driving through Belleville, you've got the bridge going right over as well. So that's where Frankfurt is located in relation to the rest of the area. Housing. So what does the town of Frankfurt have to offer with respect to housing? It's got quite a variation, I would say, actually. For being such a small area, it has the established neighborhoods, kind of older neighborhoods, a lot of trees, a lot of growth there, and those can range from as little as the $350 price bracket upwards of $650, $700. Of course, there's quite a variation because of the size of the lots, the type of lots. And then you have the river, which the whole town runs along. And if you have a home that's on the river, of course, that's going to affect the price range as well. Those vary quite drastically depending on the size of the lot and the type of home. You can get them in the $600-700 up to over $1 million. Then you have the new subdivisions. They've done a great job really close to town getting to these subdivisions, and this is why so many people are looking at the town of Frankfurt that work in Trenton. These subdivisions have single-family homes priced between $650,000 and $850,000, and they're very well built. It's a very nicely planned community. And then from there, if you're looking for the larger lots and the more higher end homes, you can get those as well, just on the outskirts of town in the $1 million range. So Frankfurt as a whole, it really does cover everything with respect to the type of housing that you have. And one of the big draws and why you see such a variation is that for those that don't want to live down in Trenton direct, which is a city of roughly 20,000 people, but still want to be close to the 401 and specifically towards Toronto, well, Frankfurt would be that little town that kind of nails all those points, and that's why people are drawn to that as well. If you're moving to the area with a family, another thing you wanted to consider is the schooling. Frankfurt has one school public system from K to 8. If you have children that are in high school, then the busing is Bayside Secondary School, which is actually located along Highway 2 between Trenton and Belleville. And then if you're looking to be a part of the Catholic system, there is a school in Battawa, which is located just between Frankford and the 401. And then the high school is located in Trenton. There is a website if you're curious about this. I would highly suggest going on there, typing in just an address that you find for the city of Frankfurt, and it will let you know what schools and the busing specifically that your kids would qualify for, depending on the address. So we've talked about where Frankfurt is on the map, what type of housing you can get, the schooling situation, but if you've never been here before, what would you expect when you come to Frankfurt? So when looking at it, right away you can tell, as I mentioned, it is located right along the river. And the majority of this town is located on the west side of the river, but there is housing on the east side as well. And you've got the main bridge that goes over across and connects the two sides. It is a very quaint little town. The main street light, it's kind of what you'd expect, where it has the cafe, the pharmacy. Across the street is the grocery store. And then about 30 seconds up, you've got the post office, the local public library. It sounds like I'm describing a Hallmark movie, actually, now that I'm saying it out loud. And it really does feel like that in a small town. And from there, there's very family friendly. A lot of trails that are located in the area, conservation areas that are very close. You've got the Bata Island trails that are easily accessible just up the street. And then across the bridge, you've got a wonderful park. The Frankfurt Tourist Park is been built up, and there's quite a bit that goes on there. They run events there, but just even on a daily basis, it's got a nice skate park for the kids. It's got a great park right on the beach, so you can go swimming right there and then play on the playground. It's got the volleyball courts. It's really nicely looked after. And then if you go a little further into that tourist park, there's actually a campground. So you can bring your trailer there, spend the weekend. It really is kind of an all-in-one package right there that everybody accesses on a daily basis. And then once you head back into town, you also have a golf course. It's been kind of built right into it. You've got houses on both sides, but it is right in town. So if you're a golfer, you can just get your clubs and walk over. It's that easy to play around. Also, mentioning the river, if you are into kayaking or canoeing, you couldn't really ask for any easier access to that river. It's a simple drive or even walk from most homes to the river, where you can just launch your boat into the water and just enjoy nature. So it's a pretty fantastic spot in that respect. So that gives you an idea of Frankford, Ontario. I have many people that come to this area that are not from the area asking about Belleville, which is more well known, or even Trenton, but sometimes they're looking to live in a smaller community, get that really small town feel. And if they're looking to be able to have access to the 401 and Toronto, Frankfurt's one of the first places I direct them towards and really show them all these details. It's a fantastic little community. It's continuing to grow. You can tell by the developments, but it's not getting huge, and it never will be a huge area. But you're going to get the advantages of the small town. If you're looking to move to this area and you want some more information about a place like Frankfurt, feel free to reach out. As I said in the beginning, my name is Jeremy Tremblay, local realtor, servicing Belleville and all the surrounding areas. I would love to chat with you, answer any of your questions about the area. My number, my email, all down below in the description. Make sure to hit that subscribe button for future videos. And if you got anything out of this video, I'd really appreciate it if you could hit that like button. Till next time.